Hi class, my name is Alexandra. Thank you so much for watching this video. So I'm gonna do my analysis about this poem called Being for English B by Laston Hughes. So Laston Hughes was one of the most important writers for the Harlem Renaissance. All his poems, all his work is easy to understand. For me, some of the poems can be confusing and some of the poems can be simple. This poem, Film for English B, it can be simple, but I feel like it have a meaning. Also, I think like this poem explores race, identity, culture, the meaning of truth, and also kind of give us the idea of belonging. This poem was published in 1951, and this poem is about a simple task, about an assignment that the teacher asking to his black students to do an assignment, a simple task. And the a poem starts with like a simple instruction, and the professor tells to his students, he says, go home and write a page tonight and let that page come out of you, then it will be true. That sounds so easy, so easy. Go home, write about yourself. It has to be true because it's about yourself and you are the one who is writing about this. Oh, but the student, like, immediately he kind of asked himself, he started kind of wondering. He says, I wonder if it's that simple. Asking this question, I feel it's not easy to write about yourself. I mean, what are you gonna say about yourself if you're gonna write your favorite things, your favorite food? That's who you are. It can be. I'm sure it can be, but I feel like all these things are part of your identity, and these things are things that make you you. As we go in the poem, he also says, I'm 22, color, born in Salem, I went to school there. So he's describing himself, or he's kind of describing all the things he do. And as I said, I feel like all these things are part of his identity, are part of who he is, but it's not like who he actually is, if you know what I mean. And this line, I feel like this line is the important part of the poem. The line says, I am the only color student in my class. This line is very important because I think he's kind of saying, I'm the only one here. Where is everyone? Where is my people? Where is my community? And all of these things. And I feel like in this line, also kind of develop, it kind of give us the idea of belonging, kind of wondering, do I belong here? Why I'm the only black people here? Where is the other people? And all of that stuff. And I feel like connected with this line because when I was starting taking English classes, I went to a school in the city, and all my classmates were from Russia, China, Bangladesh, Korean, and I was the only Mexican there. I was the only one speaking Spanish. I didn't have no one with me speaking Spanish, and they were like they have their groups, you know, they were speaking in their language, but I didn't have no one, and I'm the only one here. And I start asking myself, where is everyone? Why am the only one here? um, I feel like so lonely because I don't have no one to speak my language, and all of them, they have their people, but what about me, you know? And I feel like connected with this line because is a thing that I experience, and but I think like it kind of helped me and kind of pushed me to learn the language. but but yeah, it was not easy, but I think I did it. So yeah. So as we go more into the poem, one of the stanzas says, well, I like to eat, sleep, drink, and be in love. I like to work, read, learn, and understand life. I think like he's saying all these things, the things that he likes, is kind of saying that, well, all of these things that I like are part of me. These parts, these things make my identity, and this is who I am. Uh, and as we go more into the poem, one of the stanzas, he, one of the stanzas is kinda, you can see that the student probably is like talking to the professor, and he says, being me, it will not be white, but it will be a part of you, instructor. You are white, yet a part of me, as I am a part of you. That's America. So I feel like this is kind of saying that even society separate us, even if we have lived different experiences, we have something that connect us. We share a classroom, we are, I don't know, studying the same, um, but that doesn't make us different because we live in a country, and I know America can be full of contradictions, can be very complicated, but that's America. And I feel like all of these people help like shape our identity, and I feel like all the environment and all the things you hear and all the things you see and you do can help you to shape your identity. And as we more into the poem ends with this line that it says, this is my page for English B. So easy, just like that. This is the best truth I can give you. Take it or take it. I think like we have lived different experiences, but this is my truth. And maybe you are going to have a different truth of me because you see me and you are already thinking something different about me. But this is who I am, and these are the things that help me shape my identity, and all of these things makes me me. So this is my truth, and this is my best I can give you. And well, like, I guess this is all. As I said, this poem was not so difficult to understand. This poem kind of gave us the idea, it kind of says more about the idea of belonging, because as I said before, the poem was published in 1951 when segregation was, I'm gonna say still legal. So segregation was still legal, and being in a classroom without with white people, white classmates, and you're the only one there um, that's different. I feel like it can be like complicated, but you the only thing you can do is try to survive and do your best and be who you are and try to do whatever you can do. I guess that's everything. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.